This collaborative activity is actually a simulated blog between some third graders. We started this project at Oakwoods, and what you see here is the template that we use. In the first column are the names in one of the third grade classrooms, and in the second column are the names of third graders in a different third grade classroom. So when class number one goes to the computer lab or they have their station in their classroom, they respond to whatever topic the teacher asks them to write about. Sometimes it's about a book they're reading. We've written about a field trip that all of the third graders took. But the kiddos find their spot on the blog, and they begin to respond to whatever topic is in the topic box. The following, in the next few days, maybe the following week, the next class comes in, logs into the very same Google Doc, and they respond with these little sentence starters, and these can be changed. We started with, "I like what you said about," and they read what their blogging partner wrote, and they make a connection there. And after they do that, they also are given the chance to add something that they want to write about. I also think that this was another great part of the book. So that's sort of the basis here. We're trying to ease them into what we believe next year will lead to letter writing back and forth between students in other classrooms. This gives them a little bit of practice where they're not responsible for the entire body of a letter. They just have a sort of a contained topic. So this was set up obviously with a shared Google Doc. And if you'll take a look up here at the settings with me, when I click my shared button, to be able to use this with two different classrooms, you'd have to go to the Advanced tab, and here where it says who has access, you would change this to anyone in GISD with the link. And then in order for students to type on this simulated blog, you're going to have to give them edit access. So anyone in GISD with the link can edit. And once you click save, you'll have a chance to check those settings. You can also right here give your administrators access to comment. This is one of the places where we gave Mr. Cody access. We changed his individually just to can comment. And so when Mr. Cody logs in to read the writing of these students, he uses the comment button. Up here in the right corner, he uses a comment button and leaves the students messages, leaves the teachers messages about what the students are blogging about. So once the shared settings are set, then the two teachers who are going to use this would take the shareable link and they will pop that link into an announcement in Google Classroom. Their students will click on the announcement, and then every student in the class is typing on the same shared Google document. I think that if you were to talk to the teachers involved in this project, it's really obvious that students are engaged because they are reading not only what they are writing, they're reading what their classmates are writing, and eventually after the class responds to their writing, they are really engaged in what someone has written back to them. So the engagement level goes sky high when you're dealing with a shared doc, when students are reading the writing of others, and when they know that a classmate or their principal or another teacher is going to read their writing. So we're calling it a simulated blog, but it's been very successful so far.